Hey, this is the 5-Minute Quickie, and it's all about Raok. Can't spell it, Raok, but it's Raok. What does that mean? Hey, I bet you know. Some of you know. I bet you know. If you don't know, have a listen. It gets a bit soppy, but then it gets awesome.
Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, my friend, I'm back for another 5-minute Quickie. You're a glutton for punishment, aren't you? Unless you just love being here. I know I do. Anyway, this is a personal thing again, but I noticed the other day that just sometimes my soppy side gets triggered. What's the soppy side? It's when I get a little bit emotional, and it makes me think. Makes me think quite deeply. And it's from something quite, I don't know if you call it, it's certainly not silly. And I don't know where it came from, because I'm a great fan of just watching little clips from YouTube. I learn lots from it. And somehow the YouTube algorithms sent me something. And it must be for a reason, because I hadn't seen it before, or the odd one, but didn't really look at them. And it's under the title of Random Acts of Kindness. Yeah, you see the nice little pictures, and I started to click on them. And I know you might think it's a little cheesy, and I know some of them do look like they're set up, because the camera's already there and things like that. But that didn't really bother me, because an act of kindness at the end of the day is an act of kindness. The intention is good. And if you have a good intention, the result must equal goodness too. Has to, doesn't it? And those random acts of kindness, although some were giving pounds, some dollars, but they were like the little icing on the cake, I guess, because they were just doing things for no reason, like seeing somebody without shoes and going to get them some shoes, get them some food, maybe some clothes. Sometimes it was just stopping, asking, being considerate, paying attention, maybe just a hug, or just saying the words, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And I know you get told never give money to someone who's begging and things like that, because I must admit, a great deal of the percentage of the time it would go on drugs and drink. But if you do see someone who's generally needs a helping hand, and it doesn't have to be people who are down on their luck that way. It could be just helping someone across the road who's stuck. It could be just giving literally a helping hand. And it can be to anything. It doesn't have to be to a human. It could be to animals. It could be to your surroundings. And the blooming thing is, I got stuck into these videos because, of course, as soon as you start listening to them or watching them, what happens? Boom, you get more. And I overdosed on them, I think. And my soppy side did get triggered well and truly. I had a couple of gulps along the way, and there was dust in the air, obviously, because my eyes watered a little bit. But I couldn't let it pass. I couldn't let it pass because I thought to myself, I know someone who would like to hear about this. That's right, you. You see, we talk about selfless service here. And I know in business we have networking, and the best form of networking is the sort that has a selfless service. And I know in that networking with selfless service, you're not expecting anything in return. But you are, aren't you? Down, way down, right down there. To be honest, you want something back in return. But the thing is, you don't necessarily want something back because you've done something. You just know there's a world of reciprocation, the law of reciprocity, or something like that. Now, and that's still good, by the way, because the other form of networking of, I just want to sell you my business, I just want to give you something, I'm not listening to you, that's just not there. We just know there's that law of reciprocity, reciprocal, the law of reciprocal stuff. So that's good. But, and here's a little but more of an and, random act of kindness literally changes lives. It doesn't just change the life of the person you're helping, the animal you're helping, the environment you're helping. Yeah, because that obviously happens. But it also changes your life. It changes your life without, that's the reciprocation. Already, by just doing a random act of kindness, you get to feel bloody good. Especially if you don't tell anybody, because you just know it's your secret. Everyone gets it. And you also get this. Absolutely, because you are Superman when you do this. You deserve that standing ovation quietly in your mind, I guess. Yeah, I just had to think. I just had to pass this on. And I thought, well, what happened if we had a little pipe dream? A little dream that everybody does one random act of kindness every day for a week. I wonder what would happen. I'm going to guess, even not knowing the result to everyone else, you'd probably want to keep it up. You'd probably want to keep it up for a month. And then, yeah, you would look for opportunities, wouldn't you? Because everyone deserves a random act of kindness. Because that's just what it is. It's kindness. Kindness it's an act of kindness for no reason whatsoever other than it's deserved. And the thing is, I think if somebody did, if we all did, that 1 week of every day doing a random act of kindness, or a month, or however long you can carry on doing it forever and ever and ever, you make sure that you add into that. And this is where it changes slightly. You act a random act of kindness for yourself, which isn't quite random, is it? Because it's deliberate, but you just treat yourself with kindness. And I wonder what effect that would have when you did both. You treat yourself with kindness and you treat everyone you meet, everything, every animal, every part of your environment with kindness. It's mind-shattering, I can't say the word now, but it's so simple, isn't it? And what would it do? It would do everything, wouldn't it? Why is it? Here's one last question before I go. Why is it the most simplest things in this world would have the most profound effect? And the most simplest things in the world then become genius, which is what we have as one of our little mottos here, isn't it? Anyway, that's a thought. A little thought for the day. A little thought for this 5-minute quickie, and yeah, this is what you want. That's right. Until next time, my friend, I'll be with you. Longer podcasts, shorter podcasts, and sharing personal stuff. Let's have more fun. And that was my little random act of kindness for myself. I just wanted to share it. And I feel good about that. Hope you do too. See you next time, my friend. And just a moment of your very precious time, because I'm very grateful for it. Just before you go, can I just give you just a little bit of housekeeping? The first one is that paulcloughonline.com, that's my website where I have all my programs, the free hypnosis tracks, has been redesigned. And if you look at it, it's all on one page now. You scroll down, find the program you want, click there, and it takes you through. It also gives you the Reduce Your Anxiety in 15 Minutes free download. If you go to paulcloughonline.com/podcast, you can sign up for those free hypnosis tracks. If you'd be so kind, have you forward this to your friends. I'd love you to do that. That's the way of paying it forward in real terms. To pay it forward for me, it would be great if you could just pass this around to all your friends. If you could, make sure that you're subscribed on whatever platform you choose to listen to your podcast. And if you could, finally, leave a review, because all of those things do help spread the word of Personal Development Unplugged, where we can deconstruct the complicated, make things so simple, not too simple, but simple, that the return on your investment is absolutely gigantic. And we can change us, we can change the people around us by being that wonderful example of what is possible. And everything's possible, isn't it? The only limit is your imagination. And that's, as we know, is limitless. So if you could do all of that, it would be absolutely awesome. That's all I ask. Not big, is it? No, it's quite big, but it's not that big. Until next time, my friend, let's have more fun than we can stand.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.